Some call him a man of peace, a dove, some call him a hawk, or a great statesman, the face of Israel. Surely the whole world did not remain indifferent to Shimon Peres' death that occurred Wednesday night, September 28, 2 weeks after he was hospitalized for a stroke shortly after his 93rd birthday. Many longtime friends and authorities arrived from around the world to Jerusalem to pay their last tribute to the statesman in the funeral chamber set up in the front of the parliament and during the funeral held on Mount Herzl. I was considered controversial for most of my life, declares Peres to the Haaretz newspaper in 2007. I have suddenly become popular. I do not know if I was wrong then or if I am wrong now. Controversial is the inevitable adjective during the memorial service of the last of the founding fathers of Israel. 70 years in politics in many different roles, deputy minister, several times minister, twice prime minister and president, the 9th since the founding of the state. We should not make an assessment of what President Peres did or did not do or should have done, but to emphasize the positive aspects, what he tried to do for peace.
Quello che ha cercato di fare per la pace.
Oslo Accords of '93, first covenant of history signed by Israel and Palestine, earned him the Nobel Peace Prize, together with the then Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin and the leaders of the Palestine Liberation Organization, Yasser Arafat. In '96, he founded the Peres Center for Peace in Jaffa that promotes dialogue between Jews and Arabs and between Israel and its neighbors. He welcomed 3 popes in the Holy Land, John Paul II, Benedict XVI, and Pope Francis, and the meeting at the Vatican with the current Pope and Abu Mazen on June 8, 2014 was his idea. One of his favorite sayings was, "A man of peace is a young man, and a young man is a man of peace." I think this sentence, which is also full of contradictions because he was a man full of contradictions, expresses his personality.
Possa esprimere la sua personalità. Il Santo Padre riconosce che
the Holy Father states that the best way to inherit the legacy of President Peres and keep it alive is being committed to peace and reconciliation. I believe we must keep this path awake and open before us.
Io credo che sia questo il cammino, che dobbiamo tenere vivo e aperto dinanzi a noi.